WIZZ, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Janelle, celebrity vocal coach right here, and I am a part of Give It Life.
And ratchet,
And real, extra ratchet, raunchy.
That'll be everywhere, like.
What we got coming up? Other shops is upstairs, so we out here by our house, man. This nigga got hit to walk off the set. We leave that up to Vito.
Girl, it's been a while since I told you I love you, and it's been a while since I made up for all the times I did you wrong. You know I get so busy, and you sticking with me is something that I don't wanna forget. Knowing, girl, I'm gonna show you how much I love you, how much I need you. I want you to know that I appreciate you sometimes. I don't know how to say it, girl.
What's the best way to tell you I love you without falling flat? More flowers and cards, you got a ton of that. More trips up the coast, maybe with a toast. You see I'm putting in time, really need to vote. Head full of these words, only one to quote. I choose you over the gold, that's the end quote. What I don't say, I attempt to show. On a journey through night, I'm guided by your glow. So blessed when you check, yes, over no. Ever question how I'm feeling, ain't no letting go. Center of my world, you a living pearl. Say it to the world, like I do to you. When I can't find the words, it be getting tough. You put a hold on the time when I get a touch. Get your mind out the gutter, I don't mean that. On this page I write facts and I know that.
It's been a while since I told you I love you, and it's been a while since I made up for all the times I did you wrong. You know I get so busy, and you sticking with me is something that I don't wanna forget. Knowing, girl, I'm gonna show you how much I love you, how much I need you. I want you to know that I appreciate you sometimes. I don't know how to say it, girl.
Most of the time I'm too focused on the grind to even let our home problems cross my mind. I knew I should have took a step back from my rhymes, but I thought dollar signs and half nigga dimes. That really was vibes, never was true. I don't even know how I got above you.
Welcome back. Happy Saturday. It's November 5th. And yes, it is 5 o'clock in New York City, so you already know. Ain't nothing else moving in the city except iAccess Radio behind enemy lines. I am your co-host, the Gatekeeper. It's my partner in crime.
What's up? What's up, Linus? This is WIZZ.
Okay, and you know we got a special guest in the middle. Her name is Fatima. Say hi,
Right.
Fatima.
Hi, everyone.
Don't worry, you don't got to fight the mic. Where's your Just lean up. Lean up.
Thank you.
And speak with a big voice. You know what I'm saying? You'll be all right. So, yes, we're back on iAccess Radio. It's Saturday. Shout out to them boys from Tug of War. They had a great show this morning.
They did.
Man, they went in. Wiz, tell the people where they can find us.
iAccess Radio. We can be found on Twitch, YouTube Live, Facebook, and I said Facebook. Facebook Live. I said Twitch, YouTube, 365, Foxcast. And yo, this asks Alexa, turn to iAccess Radio.
iAccess Radio. So that's all the places that you can find us. The new phone number is 929-560-9646. The phone lines will be open around 5:30, so you guys can call in and speak to us. We're going to have some super amazing topics Fatima is a friend to the show. All right,
Yes.
she's been here before.
Yeah, shout out
and
to
now
Dr.
she's
Vera.
back again. Shout out to the Dot Vieira Experience. You guys could find that on Fridays. What time? Fridays?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Make sure y'all tune in. I really like the shots with Dot. You know, I'm just lined up for that, man. You know, so I can get. That's my reason to get wasted on Friday.
It's really dope, though.
It's a beautiful show. Shout out to my brother Trey Line as well. Continue to do what you're doing. Behind the Enemy Lines is every first and third Saturday of the month. So make sure y'all tuning in.
That's right.
Right here.
Amazing show.
On our Access Radio and on Behind Enemy Lines. We talk about relationships from the male's point of view, but we don't exclude the women. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we gonna start some trouble. You know, we gonna
Wait,
start
hold on.
some
But
trouble.
first trouble was like, yo, what you? I'm being in the movie. I don't know what
you're
you're
not
talking
in the
about.
movie. Listen.
I'm in the movie.
Listen. First of all. Look,
you're gonna get cut on the director's cut.
Listen. I'm VIP.
What?
Tyrell. When I read this book, it was like I was reading about myself. I'm Tyrone, and she named the character Tyrell. So it was meant for me to be in this movie.
I could be a Tyrell.
No, you can't be a Tyrell. You don't fit it. You don't got the look. You don't got the look. You're a Dallas fan. It's just not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? But the other thing that I love about this show here is we can't stand each other. But for the next 2 hours,
we gotta deal with it.
We gonna get along.
Yeah,
we gonna get along.
And see, that's why we put you in the middle, so we don't go.
Don't got no
But
problem.
she a Giants fan, so she gonna help me lean a little bit more to the left when I need to throw that hook. Everything's gonna work out fine. So of course today, you know, we got our topic segment coming up. But before we do that, we're gonna have the interview at 6:15. Today we're gonna have TYKAJA's take. She's gonna be coming on about 6:15, and we just never know where a young 12-year-old is gonna take you. You know what I'm saying? Like, could you imagine if you was 12 years old and you had this platform? How would you be?
I know, right? I mean, I feel like it's dope. That's why I feel like start young. Want to know what I would talk about at 12.
Yeah. Listen, she's surprised us at every corner so far. So
you'd be surprised.
You be surprised. It surprises at every corner. Also, make sure you're getting your phones ready, people, to vote for Chucky's Cut. Chucky's Cut is going to be about 6:45. And with Chucky's Cut, what we do is, if you're new to the show, we're going to let y'all know. We're here to turn strangers into family. And what we mean by that is any artist that has any type of music that wants to be heard, or maybe even spoken word, or whatever the case may be, we allow you to come on the show and play your music. Right here, live and direct. And the people get to vote on it to keep or kill it. So that's what the Chucky Cut segment is about. We will have the barcode up, so you'll be able to scan the barcode to go straight to be able to vote. Voting is very important. Now, what we don't do unless you ask us to, we're not really here to critique it or to put nobody down. That's not what we want to do. We just want you to gain one more listener than what you might have had yesterday. And that's the same concept of what we're doing with your book today. We want her to have one more reader than she had yesterday, one more buyer than she had yesterday. And like I said, you know, don't let the flimsiness of this book deceive you. It's a very good book. All right. So we're gonna get into that in a minute. Life is a movie, a game of life. You can't play twice. Very, very good read by Fatima. So we have Chucky's Cut. Who we got for Chucky's Cut, Wiz?
We got Miss CEO, Understand.
Okay. So you'll have to go to crowd.live. As soon as Al gives us the code, we'll put the code up. But until then, we're gonna get ready to get into the show so you guys can enjoy a fun-filled packed show. Before we go into, you know, your interview, I'm just gonna read some of the topics that we may or may not get into. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in right now. Facebook user K, Ms. CEO, Carmel, we playing your joint. Understand? Okay, Facebook user. Now, Al, are they coming up with Facebook user because they have to accept something on their side still? So can you explain to people what they got to do so we want to give you guys the credit for tuning in, whoever your name is.
It's Wiz.
That was you? Oh, okay, that's what I told you about being on the show and on the show at the same time. But I did something that Al was explaining to me the other day about having to accept permission for them to show your name or something like that. Shahida, is that how it goes? Or Al?
Yeah, so when they come on, they're gonna see a thing from StreamYard.
Okay.
That's telling them in order for them to be recognized, they need to go through the StreamYard format. And all they have to do is click on that and it'll bring their name up.
Okay, cool. So make sure you guys, if you get the StreamYard notification, and is that just on Facebook or is that on all the websites?
Only on Facebook.
Okay, if you're on Facebook, accept the StreamYard situation so your name can be brought up, because we appreciate everybody that's tuning in. Me and Wiz talk about it all the time. We know the most important thing is your time, and we appreciate y'all, and we thank y'all for tuning in, and we want to give y'all that credit. So, topics that we got on the board for today is guy code worse than girls code? And we're gonna get a little deep into that because I want to know, do some of the guys or do some of the girls do some of the same thing guys do, just in a different way? Fatima, you wrote the book. You can't be holding out on us now. You wrote the book. We don't gotta get into it yet. I'm just warming you up. You know what I'm saying? Don't be holding out. You know what I'm saying? You can tell us a little something about something. You want to tell us everything.
Okay.
Another topic we wanted to get into, but we couldn't last time we was on. Does taking trips fix problems at home? You know what I'm saying? So if you and your significant other is, at a weird point and you have an argument, then he just, boom, takes you to Vegas for 2 weekends. You know what I'm saying? When you come back from Vegas, are you still mad?
Interesting.
That's interesting,
Why
right?
not Vegas, though?
Because, you can't just say, oh, you know what, I almost slipped up.
Because Vegas is really boring.
Yeah, Vegas is
What?
not. No, I would say New Orleans.
New Orleans, you got to be into New Orleans, man. That's a different type of vibe.
You know me.
I need something with the beach.
No,
Yeah,
see,
you know what?
You know what?
I'm here
No,
with
no,
you.
no. We ain't here with you. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. No, because they ain't get to the last chapter. So they really don't bring up the beach. You think you slick. No, Wiz. You falling for it, Wiz.
You know what it is.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Jump on that ferry.
No. He got the Metro card. He got the Metro cards out. He got the Metro cards out. Ladies and gentlemen, Wiz will find a way to get you to Wu-Tang Island. He'll find a way to get you.
It's nice. There's a lot of good Italian restaurants over there. You know what I'm saying? Wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Get a slice of pizza or something.
Slice of pizza.
Yeah.
Extra cheese.
Extra cheese.
I apologize for my friend.
You can wave to the Statue of Liberty and say what up.
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. But it's going to be a fun-filled show. And our third topic is one that I think, gets overlooked when you're in a relationship, especially for a long period of time. At some point, we forget to show our partner, that we appreciate them, or gracefulness, if I can say, just to say thank you without it being Valentine's Day, or, to buy me a gift, even if it ain't my birthday, rub my back, you know what I'm saying? And I won't do nothing crazy, just show some gratefulness. So, do you think it's still important to show that grateful appreciation to your other half?
Absolutely.
So those are going to be the three topics that we're going to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, feel free to be open in the chat, talk to us. The lines are open again. What's the number, Wiz?
It's 929.
929.
560.
560.
9646.
Where your people at? We want them to get on. They want to call in and talk to you about your book. Don't be afraid. Pull up your Facebook. We want to start some trouble.
I actually don't have any social media right now.
What?
I know.
So how you gonna do promotion?
I just deactivated for a little while because I am in school and things is getting a little hectic.
Oh, okay,
it was kind of. I didn't delete it. I just deactivated for some time.
Okay.
Until December.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna bring it back up. I just need to finish my schooling and get that out the way.
Okay. Well, anybody that's watching that might know some of Fatima's friends or family that might want to call in, because I don't know their social media, not until after today. Just let them know what the number is, and she's on our Access Radio right now, because we need to support this book.
If you want to be a co-star.
The ones that need, all right, so y'all that need to know that, make sure y'all tag somebody else and let them know to tune in.
He's going to be
call
Dante.
in.
He's going to be a Dante.
No. Never.
Or you can't be Darren.
Well, because my brother, that's why I said when I read the book, I felt like I was reading about me and you jumping ahead, because I got a Darian and a Darius that's actual brothers.
But you feel like you can relate to Terrell?
I relate to everybody, even the females.
Oh,
we're going to get to this. Yeah. See, because, all right, hold on. Reggie, shout out to Reggie in the building.
Reg, you heard that, right?
So, no, Reg don't want to talk. He was in doodle holes. We don't even want to go there. Yo, Isaiah's my brother checking in. He got Metro cards out. Yeah, he got Metro cards out. That's my young brother Drastic. Thanks for tuning in. And I'm gonna bring this up. I think next show we're just gonna have two random guests, and I think my brother Drastic and I got another young boy that been asking me to come, because the young boy said they need to be heard. So I think we're gonna have two random guests on our next show right before Thanksgiving. See, I ain't forget y'all. So before we jump in, and get too far down the road. Let's welcome Fatima to the show. Welcome to the show, Fatima. Welcome to Behind Enemy Lines.
Thank you.
I'm the gatekeeper. That's my friend Wiz.
I'm Tyrell.
You know what I'm saying? You're not Tyrell. You can't be Tyrell.
Right
You're not. You might be. Nah, I can't even say that. You know what? Well, we'll get to this later. We'll get to this later. I think you the setup guy. You working with the mother. He the guy working with mama. Yeah, you look like the type to work with mama.
He melly.
Yeah, you melly. Yeah. So anyway, before we get any people confused of what's going on here, this is what's going on right here. Life is a movie written by Fatima. All right, Fatima, tell the people who you are a little bit.
My name is Fatima.
And when I say hold on, because this is the actual question, because I know that was kind of like a superficial question. We want to know who is Fatima, the writer, and outside of writing. Okay, so dig a little deep, open up like you did in this book here. Don't be holding back on us, okay? All right, let's go.
Well, to begin with, I'm a single mother. I had my son at 18, born and raised in Brooklyn. Me and my son's father, I'm a single mother because my son's father is incarcerated. So, I have a little bit of the hood in me. But I also work for the district attorney's office as an officer. I'm a writer, and I'm a future esthetician, going to school to become an esthetician. So besides the hood side of me, I do have a productive side as well. But I have both sides,
You said besides the hood side.
I could do his eyebrows and all that too.
Yep. Eyebrows, all of that. Facial.
Because he like that. He wants his eyebrows.
Hey, mine's is natural, baby. Don't hate on the kid, man. My mama gave me some things, Don't hate on the kid. So that's a lot. I mean, especially when you talk about some of the things you just talked about as far as like hood, I like that word, but as I'm getting older, I realize that, it's not really hood. It's just life happens. No pun intended on the book, because I didn't really mean to do that, but it just worked out. It's not really a hood thing, Like a lot of times I think people think that things only happen in one area. They happen in a lot of areas of the world. That's not just feeling like a project complex, because I'm myself from the Bronx. I live in a project complex of Edenwald. And, we go through some very challenging things. And that's why I said, throughout the book, I can kind of, connect with every one of the stars from Cheyenne all the way to Diamond, due to the fact that either I've been that person or I've been around that person. You know what I mean? And I think that's one thing that when you first look at the book or you first pick up the book, you're not expecting that. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're not expecting that. That's why I said don't let this little black simple cover kind of fool you. It can be this cover is deceptive. Okay. You know what I mean? So I want to get to what made you do this cover, because when you look at this cover and it says life is a movie, I would, off the looks, I thought it was gonna be, really sexual driven, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
XYZ.
I know, a lot of people say that.
Talk to us about that. How do we get there?
Well, when it comes to the cover, I'm gonna be honest. I had about 3 different covers before I actually chose this cover. I did want something like a more of an urban cover, but because I'm making it a series, the first part is more so about Cheyenne's perspective. So that's why I did a female. I wanted to cut her eyes out because Cheyenne been through a lot. So she don't even know who she really is right now. She's still finding herself. So that's why I did it like that. And then the second part, it will have a male on the cover, because we're gonna hear more of Terrell's perspective.
Okay. I will say, look, Wiz, if you got something, hop on in there. Like I said, it was a good read for me.
I'm listening to what she's saying.
Oh, because like it's I don't want. It's so good. No. I'm not just saying that.
And a lot of people said that, so I really felt good about that, especially that this is my first book. A lot of people was like, "Oh, I'm so mad the way it ended. Where's the second part? Where's the second part?" I'm like, really?
And when is the second part coming?
Yeah, because you put a lot of people under pressure, especially yourself, like, to be continued.
The second part is coming soon.
So was that always a thought, or did it elevate into that as you was writing? Because you say that this book, highlights Cheyenne, but I don't feel that way when I read the book.
You feel like it highlights everyone?
Yeah, I feel like for the first time as a beginner book that everybody in this is a part of the main role
Okay.
of this whole situation. Like it started off on a super roller coaster.
I know. I wanted to start it off like that because it's a short book. I don't have time to talk about nothing. I gotta get straight to it.
I think you talked about a lot. You got straight to it, but when I say it was a roller coaster, it was really like, yo, we not, you know how you get on a roller coaster and you're like click, 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 and then you get to the top. It was like, no, you get on and go straight down. Like the adrenaline is hitting from page 1, first line. You understand what I'm saying? So, were you always a writer, or did some book or some situation make you become an author?
Certain situations made me become an author.
Come on, share that with us. Tell the people, share it with us. I know you don't have to go too deep to be showing blood now. You know, Halloween's over. Halloween's over. But because when you say, you know, I'm a single mother, it's like boom, I thought about the first 3 women that I read about.
Okay.
You understand
what I'm
saying?
gonna be honest. It's certain things that I myself can relate to in a book. It's certain things that my friends can relate to in a book that I grew up with. It's just people that I grew up with or just seeing in the neighborhood just growing up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you might tell me a crazy story and I might be like, that's really a story. Life is a movie, and you know, you kind of just put it into a storyline.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I really wrote the book because I wanted people to understand that life is what you make it. Like you could kind of make your own movie. You got it. We can't control the cards that we was dealt with, but we can control how we gonna play it. Yeah. So.
And at what point when you were writing that book, because you know, like I said, the 3 female characters from Cheyenne to our older sister and then the other female, I ain't telling y'all the names until y'all go read the book. I'm purposely walking around the landmines. And you can find the book right now on Amazon.com. You can order it today. Don't hold out on us. Those three women had that similar dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, why did you feel it was important to touch on that?
Because I feel like a lot of teenagers, I feel like when we grow up, sometimes we go through so much as kids and adults don't understand. It's something that we keep between a circle, between as teenagers. And I just feel like, again, growing up, it was a lot of experience. And even with me being grown, I'm also a mentor, and I mentor ages 16 to 23. And just seeing their stories and everything. And it's like, what? But then when I look back, it's like I was going through that at 16, 17, and we kind of don't understand that, you know? So I wanted to start it off with the teenagers. You'd be surprised how much people go through, and that's how what getting y'all so close, and y'all overcome that as y'all become adults.
And I definitely, I agree with that 110% because I had my first daughter when I was 16, turning 17 as well. Mm-hmm. And, you know, when you say that we were going through that, in our environment at 16, 17, sometimes early as 13, they normalize that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you are reading some of these chapters, I connected because when I was a teenager, I thought that was normal. You know, it took me a while to realize that that wasn't a normal thing to be going through. So I'm very proud and happy to hear that you're mentoring, you know what I'm saying, kids at that age. And WIZZ, don't forget your thought. What is the name of your program, and what kids do y'all deal with? Like, do they come from the school, or do you have a program?
So it's Next Steps.
Next Steps
program.
Mm-hmm.
It's affiliated with the Children's Village.
Okay.
I have a dope program, dope class. I love them, and I see them just Tuesdays and Thursdays. You know, not too much, but for the most part, I try to be there or try to, you know, talk to them, tell them certain things, certain situations. Mm-hmm. I have a son. He's 11. He be 12. So even with them, hearing from a male's perspective, they let me know what's going on from like how they feel. You know, the new generation. So it's like it's dope for both of us. It's a learning experience for me and them.
Nice.
Believe it or not. So.
Because I'm gonna just say like this, because in my era, because you know, when I was going to school, when somebody was pregnant, they would move them out to school. So they would hide it, like they would walk around it. They would send it to Bronx Regional.
Right.
And it was like crazy. Like everybody knew the girl was pregnant or something, the person was pregnant. they shunned it. Like it was a shame thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's a two-edged
girl,
sword. I think that's a two-edged sword because part of it we might have thought was shunning, but then there was also other schools that were equipped to handle a pregnant young lady.
But when we was asking, like, yo, like the people that was there, like, they didn't want to leave; they wanted to stay in the school.
Yeah, but
forced out.
Sometimes
Like
the forces understood that some of our decisions we're not fully competent in what we're thinking of. That is right at that time. Because even when now what I would say is shunning is when they take them from New York and moving to South Carolina.
Oh yeah.
They're trying to hide it, like really, really trying to hide. But some of the other schools,
what happened? They were like they were. Well, I guess now, if you're looking at it, like, well, they didn't want to tell the business.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't even say that. What I had to learn, like I said, because we had kids when we was young. So I had my partner that was going through something similar. You understand what I'm saying? Where you had to go to a school that was set up and flexible, that if you were having morning sickness, you might not have to been in class. You know what I'm saying? Or you had to come in a little late because you had to go to this doctor appointment. So some of those other schools were a little bit ahead of the curve with giving the woman what they needed, what they didn't even know that they needed at 16 and 17.
It was maternity schools. There were some schools that already had daycare.
That's the word I was looking for. Right.
Maternity schools.
Thank you.
They had maternity schools.
So
they had maternity classes. A regular school not going to really. So it was kind of different for them.
Then that's why I said it was a double-edged sword. So a lot of people that quote unquote thought they knew what they was talking about really didn't. It wasn't about the shunning. It's about helping that kid be successful, because you had a lot of parents, both male and females, that was dropping out when they started getting pregnant because the school wasn't being accommodating to what the female was going through at that point in time. And it's crazy that we somehow wingled back around to that, because when you start to read, that's exactly what one of the characters was going through in this book. You know, they were at a point where you were trying to get your education, try to continue your education, you know what I mean? And it was going through the similar situation that we just talked about by accident. Ain't that crazy?
Right.
That's why I said this book is very deceiving. When you see the cover, you're gonna think like, this might not be all that good. It's a lot better than what the cover is showing. But I like that concept of cutting out the eyes because her story is so deep. Tell us about Aunt Vivian. You know what I'm saying, if I'm saying that right. Because it seemed like she had a role in real life for you, and she had a role in the book. I told you, I wasn't just hanging out. I wasn't hanging out. Tell us about it, because it seemed like she's a very important person, real and fictional.
It's interesting you said that about Aunt Vivian. She's actually real.
Okay.
She did pass away 3 years ago. She was like my second mom. She taught me a lot, just in being a woman, being a female, just just growing up as a kid, just down to washing properly as a female, washing certain parts, just doing things, cooking, and I was a bit young when we was like really talking about certain things, but she was really my mentor, I could say. I was able to go to her about anything. So it's funny that Aunt Vivian is actually a real person.
And like I said, I like that there's a part in the story where, one of the characters is like, just like you said, you didn't know what you was taking in when you was probably 15, 16, 14, 13, whatever the case may be. God bless her soul first and foremost, but there's a point in the story where it actually says that as well, where, the character is going through something and they're reflecting on what Auntie might have said. Would you mind taking us through that situation a little bit?
Exactly, because Auntie said a couple of things.
Well, I give us the one you feel is most important. Well, because
Auntie or Auntie friend.
No. I want to say Auntie and Auntie friend, but the young lady was reflecting on like, then I can hear my auntie saying, how'd you get in this situation type situation. Okay.
I just feel like I said, through everything that my aunt taught me, certain situations that people come into, because the certain parts is true, or certain, but then certain things is dramatic. But it's certain certain situations that people come into that I feel like I know that they mother or whoever that God done would be like, how did you get into this situation? You know, is everything that they taught us is like we did the complete opposite. You only kind of think about it when you in that situation. So that's what made me say it like, Vivian would probably be like, damn, how did you get in a situation after everything she done said to?
And that's one thing that.
But that's part of growing up.
Growing up, yeah. That's
part of growing up.
It's like, how many times they tell us with you know,
don't touch the stove,
and we still had to do it.
Still touch the stove.
We still had to do it. Each chapter for me seemed like, even though you said that this was focusing on Cheyenne, you know what I'm saying, or Shay, how you call it, Shay? Because you cut it down. Shay, you know what I'm saying? You know, we're gonna say Shay. You show us some respect, Shay. You said this was focusing on Shay, but I didn't feel that. I really felt like every title or every chapter was giving leeway to another special character in the book. Did you do that on purpose, or like when you first wrote the book, it was like, okay, you know what, this is gonna go this way and this is gonna go that way, or did it kind of evolve as you were writing the book?
It was kind of evolving as I was writing a book.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't necessarily say this is gonna go this way, this is gonna go that way. As I was writing it, I knew how I was gonna start the book, and once I started it, like I said previously, my first page was my storyline. So once I started the book, it was easy for me to just continue with that storyline. Because as you see, I started it off crazy.
Very crazy. Very crazy. Very crazy.
Once I started it off, it was easy for me to just continue. And then just to go with the flow.
So you get into scene 1, and it's like, okay, you felt like, no, I'm dead serious. Like, as I was reading it, you know, when I was going into chapter 2, I just really felt like it was gonna, yeah, like you was there. That's no way to put it. Like, as you reading it, especially being someone from New York, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean, you could come visit us in the Bronx in the next book a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But you could really see all that happening. I felt like I was in every one of the 5 boroughs, and this situation was happening. You know, so when you was writing, was you really in a New York state of mind, or was this a story that you had from when you was 17 and you was trying to get it out?
No, I was really in a New York state of mind.
All right, tell us about that.
I'm just saying, it's just like I said before, just growing up, I just seen so much. I've been through so much personally, and then I have friends that been through so much. You know, I just felt like once again, like as a teenager, I felt like the stories that I heard, the experiences that I experienced, it was a lot. So that's what made me want to put it in a book. Me and my friends couldn't have been the only one that was going through this. You understand? This is in life in general. So
it's funny because a lot of times when it's this situation, it might be somebody be like, "Dang, this is what I'm going through."
Yeah.
You know, so that's how you look at it with that. And as far as that, you know, it's a lot of times people don't understand, like, wow, maybe I'm going through this. This is how I can work it out. Let me just check this person out, because it's the situations of like how he feels that he's Tyrell, that, you know, growing up and going through life experience, that everybody is like, it's not too far from the spectrum from everybody.
Yeah, because the same way you said you want to be Tyrell, I had so many people that said, Tina, if you do make it a movie, I want to be Steph. I want to be and I'm like, okay.
I didn't know you wanted to give him up. You know what I'm saying? So we can talk about it.
I know a lot of people.
But you gotta give it up because people gotta look at read the book I gotta see what stuff.
I didn't know how much you wanted to give up. So I'm glad you brought him up. So I like him. I think he got some shit with him, but I like him.
So I like him. So I can play him?
No, you can be Tyrell. I'll be Steph. Rock, paper, scissors.
So you know what I'm saying? So certain people will come to me and be like, yo, I wanna know. I wanna be this part. I wanna know this facts.
See, but with him, I feel like it's gonna get crazy. You know what I mean? Because
part 2 is crazy.
I feel like
part 2 is crazy.
I feel like it's some shit with him, man.
And how far are you into part 2?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. So part 2, I'm actually done.
Oh, okay.
But when it comes to the promotion and everything, I wouldn't really say I have the time for that because I'm so tied into school. So I want to be able to dedicate all my time when I do part one.
Okay, it's 2023. Okay, you dropped it in 2023.
Yeah, so or maybe the ending of December going into 2023 because I be finished school in December.
Okay.
And then so right now I'm just focusing so much on part one. I'm gonna have another book signing in 2 weeks.
Reggie says, so is the book based loosely on true events or experience?
Both.
Is it 50-50, 49-51, 70-30?
It's 50-50.
It's 50-50?
50-50. Yeah.
I feel like it's
How
more
many
70.
percentage of
I
it
feel like
was-
it's 70-30.
No, but
I'm not gonna lie.
How was the experience of like, hey girl, I gotta tell you?
And well, I'm glad you're bringing that up because I wanted to get to that part. You know, that's one of my next question was, you know, now that you got this body of work out, it's here physically, you could touch it, Amazon.com, you know what I'm saying? Or holla at me because I'm got the direct connect now. So, you know, I make sure she get to y'all so y'all can, this got to get out. Take us through the thoughts when you reread your own body of work.
I'm so proud of myself. I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because it's interesting to me. When I be reading it, I'm like, I can't believe I wrote this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because me myself, I have to always keep going back, rereading them because I have to keep up with my storyline.
Yeah.
You know, making sure that's one of the hardest part. You want to stay on track with your storyline.
Mm-hmm.
And certain things I be going back and I be like, I can't believe I wrote this like this.
Yeah.
Or
See,
I really put this into paper.
Mm-hmm. And the reason I asked that because, you know, I do music myself and I'm getting to a point where I know one day I'm going to do something like this. So whenever I go back and I re-listen to my song and I'm like, damn, yeah, I really said that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for me, it's probably 90-5 that a lot of stuff that I speak about is real life events that's either happened through my eyes, literally, I've touched and done, or, you know, I've seen very, very close to me.
Okay.
And that's how I feel about all these characters in the book, you know, that they're very, very close to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the oldest of 11. You know what I mean? Okay. So when I say like I can kind of really identify to every person in the book, even though some of them are females, like it's mainly females. How you do that? I got 3 daughters. You know what I'm saying? 4 sisters. You know what I mean? Like, but some of those scenarios I've actually seen. Like, man, she's peeking in my house when she wrote this.
And it's funny because just like even before when I was speaking on the That Experience show, when Traylon was saying like more for the males, and it's funny because I'm getting more reviews and compliments from males. They're like, Tima, when you gonna drop the second part or the second part? And it's like, that's okay. So the males really like it too.
Yeah, like I said, it because it's not. What's up, Doc Vieira? How you feeling, love? Traylon, what up? Where Trey at? You know, and I think the men are feeling it because it's a simple read, but it's an exciting read.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you write simply, you know, sometimes it's hard to capture that. Like I'm not gonna front. You know, my English teacher, and that's why I asked you, like, when did you decide, did you want to become a writer? Was it something you was always doing, always taking notes, or maybe you dabbled in music and then you went this way or wrote plays or whatever? Because when I was in college, you know, my English teacher, freshman year, was like, you know, you should be a writer. I was a football player, bro. I was trying to go to the league. I was just trying to pass, you know what I'm saying? But I realize now how the writing keeps coming back in us. So I think by reading this book, I think writing was always in you. And I'm happy, I'm happy that you wrote this book. And I just can't wait to see where it goes from here.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, let me ask you, was you writing this during the pandemic? During the book? Or after when we
but I was still working during the pandemic, so it wasn't like I had time. So I can't really say I was just home, just
chilling.
Yeah, just chilling. I was doing this more so for fun.
Okay.
You know, and then how it started was, I told my friend, I said, I think I want to write a book, and she was like, stop playing. And I'm like, I'm serious. And I was like, I wrote something out. And she was like, oh, no, team, I think you should finish. You should continue. So I was doing it for fun at first, and then I really just decided.
Shout out to Traylon in the building. He said, what up, family? What up, family?
Traylon? What's up?
No, listen, like, I thought they was fronting. You know what I'm saying? When they was talking about, when Dot was like, yo, you got to read it. I like how they put together the clothes collections and the name that I know. You know what one stuck out to me? Because I feel like I see this, especially around tax time. You know what I'm saying? Dressed in all black, stepping out fresh, right? And then they went to Red Lobsters. Can you tell us how you came up with that one? Tell us how you came up with that one.
Because remember, they teenagers. They was so old. So, you know, when we young, Red Lobsters back in the days, that was really that was the joint. We ain't know about the steakhouses and all of that. Red Lobsters.
I was just happy about Ponderosa.
Olive Garden.
You know what I'm saying?
St. Charlie's.
You know what I'm saying? Those are huge names, though.
Those were the places. And then I also wanted to express that. You see how I put with them dressing in expensive clothing?
Yes.
So I also wanted to express that sometimes as a teenager, we prioritize the wrong thing.
Go ahead, say it. I'm glad. Yeah, keep on going. Say it again. Say it again.
You know, so sometimes as a teenager, I feel like we prioritize the wrong things. And a lot of us, we into materialistic things. And sometimes we spend a lot of money on things that we could wear or whatever, but it's like we eating oodles and noodles or we eating something like that. So I wanted to put it like that. Yeah. That's how I try to express that Cheyenne has so much expensive clothing but never took a trip. Or never been to a steakhouse or you know, so
and I definitely was felt in the book Dot Vera said I still love Red Lobster.
Yes,
a lot of people still love Red Lobster. I mean the biscuits are still people still at home trying to make them and messing them up, you know what I'm saying, even though they come in the box kit nowadays.
But I'm not trying to say nothing. But nowadays it's like you can't really do Red Lobsters for your birthday. You gotta do a steakhouse, or you gotta do this, or you gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
I do Red Lobster in a minute.
I do Red Lobsters too.
I do Red Lobster in a minute, man. It's on burn. But I'm glad you went in the way you went because I was going into the next question I was gonna ask. I felt like there were many learning points from the start to the finish. Can you touch on a few takeaways that you hope the readers take away? Because this type of book, even though you said, you know, hey, starts in that teenage years, but my daughter's 12. I'm gonna have her read this book. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like this can be put even in a school a little bit more inside. So it's crazy that you already got your mentoring program going. Right. But I feel like this is a read in the high school, junior high school English class.
And they actually bought 20 copies from me.
There you go.
So I appreciate that.
There you go. See, so I can see that. So give us some of the takeaways you want a reader to take away if they might miss it, but not all of them, because y'all got to read the book, right? But it's worth it. So, teen pregnancy was one.
Teen pregnancy is definitely one.
Buying things that we might not need, as you were saying.
Buying things definitely. Buying things that you might not need. Securing your own. Mm-hmm. Remember, even though teen pregnancy and securing your own full play and play, because Cheyenne, she thought she had it all together because of Terrell. Yeah. Not because of her.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So I would say definitely securing your own. Everything that looks good or everything that's too good would definitely come with a price to pay. I don't want to tell a storyline.
Yeah, that's how, yeah.
You understand?
I agree.
But it came to a point in time where, you know, things was going smooth, but it was a price that somebody had to pay. So I want people to take that into consideration. Fast money is not always good money.
Good old Taisha. Is it Taisha? Is her name Taisha? Because sometimes I be messing up names, you know. Because I read.
Look, you got me messing up.
Taisha.
It wasn't Taisha, but she got her own little situation.
No, we already know about her situation. Taisha out of control. I'm like, it's too many ties in here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
And moving off emotions as well. Moving off emotions. Moving off emotions could definitely put you in a place that you might not want to be over a split second. So I know a lot of females, especially teenage females, even women, we move off emotions. Even Terrell, he did something that moved off emotion. You know what I'm saying? So,
but as we got to the end, you know, well, not the end, just the interlude, because like this is going to continue. It's a series going to continue. You know, I was like, no, he did not. No, he did not.
Everybody was saying that, like,
dude,
girl.
What?
My friend said when she got to the end, she said I was sitting down reading the book. When I got to the end, I stood up. It was like.
So I had to wonder, was it is he lying or telling the truth? Save it for it.
That's why I said in part 2, you would hear more perspective of Terrell's perspective, how he feels, because you only knowing with how Cheyenne feeling. Cheyenne feel like this, or Cheyenne feel like that, or he's seen that. So you'll see how Terrell feel, how he genuinely felt about Shay, how you know, maybe. You'll see how he feel about everything.
Now, one takeaway that I did take away personally, and like I said, a lot of men, and this is why we started Behind the Enemy Lines, and we wanted to get that male perspective, because sometimes men go through things as well. And like you said, you're going to touch on it more in the second book, which is going to be dope. But one thing that you touched on that was an immediate takeaway for me was the connection or the disconnection between the parents and children. How the mother felt at war with the baby mother due to the fact you thought that your son was supposed to love the mother more than being with his girlfriend. You understand what I'm saying? And how many men have grew up in that household situation or that dynamic alone that has torn up a family that could have been a great family put together. So, you know how I'm talking about. What's her name's moms? Tyrell's moms. You know what I mean? To be at war. I feel I'm giving y'all too much. Y'all better read the book. Yeah, better. I'll give it too much. But that was an important, super takeaway from me, because that's one thing that I, as a parent, I went through that. You know what I'm saying? So
thank you, Dad.
Oh, so proud of you, Tima. I went through situations like that where, as a kid, you felt like you was missing out on something. And then as we got older, we started to hear about how many parents, because their relationships were not the greatest relationships they had, really leaned and dependent on that child. You know what I mean? To be the one thing that they was really fighting and living for and trying to build for. So that was a takeaway for me that was like, wow, I hope that a lot of people get that. But it was a super power, moment in the book. You know what I mean? It was short, but it was very powerful. I don't think a lot of people, and I really want to know, like, what took you there, like, because it's really powerful how the connection between parent and kid and getting that relationship. It took me a while and a lot of bumpy nights before I finally understood what it meant to be in a committed relationship and to know that you and your partner is first. And if you have a kid, then it's you, the partner, the kid, then any other family members. Because usually we do it the opposite of the way around. We're trying to prove our relationship to our family members and moms and pops, and that can be aunts and uncles, and sometimes that can derail us in a relationship super quick.
On the family we came from instead of the family that we made.
And like I said, who is to notice that at 15, 16, and 17? You know what I mean? You think just bringing the milk is enough. You think just giving a couple of dollars is enough.
Being a provider.
But it's so much more that goes to that. You know what I mean?
You have to put in the work. You have to learn. First, you got to learn to love yourself, and then you have to bring that love and learning the person you're with. So you're feed off each other's energy. You're learning each other. You're actually challenging questions. You get to build on them. You get to build on each other. And so like that's how you can build that foundation. So when you have the house and everything built, then nobody can knock it down.
You can't knock it down. Just like the 3 Little Pig story. Knock down the first one, build the stronger one. Second one, build the stronger one. And I definitely think this book is going to do that. So once again, this book, Life is a Movie, a Game of Life You Can't Play Twice, written by
Fatima C-to-B.
Okay. Make sure.
He didn't want to mess it up.
I refuse to drop the ball at a high stakes moment. You gotta know when you a team player. The team is here for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Walk away.
So very good book. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it got about 7, 8 characters. You know what I mean? But you know who I like though, right? You know what I like, right?
Terrell.
Nah, forget Terrell, man. I like Terrell, but
you was going with Terrell.
No, I'm talking about.
What, you want to be Steph now?
No, I won't be just Steph. But anyway,
you want to be Dante?
No, Diamond. I like Diamond.
Diamond.
I like Diamond. Diamond got to be fly. When you do the live movie, Diamond got. And you know why I like Diamond?
Know that, right?
Yeah, but you know why I like her? She like cougars. She like them old things. She like them.
Yeah.
She like them old things. She like, hey baby. She like them cat daddies. You know what I'm saying? The Kangos on. You know what I mean? So
like
like
everything, huh? For real.
Yeah, I'm serious. You know
That's
what I mean?
what's up.
Like yeah, that's what we just.
You see, but that's how I wanted it though. I wanted the readers to feel like they could actually know what's going on.
Yeah, yeah, and you did a well job.
I felt like I was in a hospital with you.
Yeah, and I've been through that scenario too. So like I said, it was, and like I said, to open up with so much energy. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, you can call in. The lines are open now, 929-560-9646. Life is a Movie. Get that book, yes, by Fatima. You will not. I'm telling you right now, you're not gonna be let down. Like I said, don't be surprised if people start showing up to school now. Like, yo, dog, you need to stop all the school stuff and get this book done. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot going on. So I was glad that you are here today on Behind Enemy Lines, and I see great things, man. So continue to do what you're doing. Don't hold back on us. Don't hold back on us. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in a live movie, so I'm happy. I'm happy about that. You know what I mean? So.
Hey, hold on. What? You gotta go for the part first.
No, I ain't gonna go for no part. I'm in.
You gotta go for the part.
I'm in. Listen. I already went and bought my detective badge. Don't worry about it. I'm in.
You got a detective badge?
I'm in. I'm ordering the flowers and everything. I'm in there. Swimwear.
You going for Amari?
Hey, listen. Don't tell him. If you don't know, you don't know. That's on you. All right. But I know, because this is the book. I read the book. I read the book. So get it, and you might know. I got my detective badge. My wife always said I look like a cop anyway, so you know what I'm saying? I've been running from the law my whole life. But this is when I'm gonna actually take it on. You know what I'm saying? So, like we said, Behind the Enemy Lines is a show with all your social media is down. So, how can anybody find you if they want to get the book?
I know. Right now, it is available on Amazon.
Amazon, okay.
Life is a Movie.
You have a website?
No, I don't have a website yet.
All right, you know what?
I'm
gonna tell the Uncle Al, see if we hook you up, get you on our Access radio site.
Okay,
you know
I appreciate that.
Uncle Al, you know what I'm saying? You got to talk to Al and Rich, you know what I'm saying? Your uncle over there and get this together.
I'm so sorry, hold on.
I was saying, TYKAJA money. I'm saying me and her plugged in because I saw her interview with Vera, and it was a very good interview. I said, I used to do promotion, so let me line her up.
Oh, okay, so you're about to be all right. You're about to be all right. WIZZ on.
Right, I lined you up.
Yeah.
I'm saying, then you said schools, because you remember I used to do a book called before the play, Platinums and Collard Greens.
Yeah, I've always wanted to see that too.
Platinums go with Collard Greens, so I had to do the book. I had to do the book promotions, and I had to do the school thing.
Oh, okay.
We had to put them in the book to get the book, because it's very important with these books to get into these schools. You talk to the people at the school, and then you have them send the books.
Yeah.
I had to drop off the books.
Well, I believe this is a good one, and keep pushing it, because there's a lot of positives. You know what I'm saying? Even with the verbiage, there's a lot of positive stuff to take away, and I feel this could be a book that a young kid that can read. If they read and comprehend like we were pushed to do back in the days, this is a book that'll keep you from making certain mistakes, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like, this could be one of those. I truly believe that. You know what I mean? Unlike Tyrell. But anyway, we digress. So make sure y'all stay tuned for Chucky's Cut coming up at 6:45. That is the code right there right now. Y'all can put that up somewhere so y'all be able to vote on the song. Now, Behind the Enemy Lines is a show where we talk about relationship for the male's point of view. So we're going to switch and we're going to talk about some topics, and we want y'all to chime in on it. So the first topic we're going to talk about today is guy code versus girl code. Now, I done found a couple different, places I was on that was talking about different guy codes, you know what I mean? And I noticed they was a little different from race to race. I'm not going to lie, it's a little different from race to race. And definitely, I wanted to see if it was more of a male thing or is it a female thing. Now, we all know that there's unwritten rules to the game. You know what I mean? So I think rule number one was to make sure that the other species don't find out about the code, right? I think that's rule number one. So we're going to touch on a couple, and, a lot I left out on purpose because, I don't want to violate the code. I
was about to say, but y'all not about to have me put all the girl codes out there.
You won't give us something. You gave it up in the book. You gave it up in the book, so you might as well give it up now. So what's some of the girl code that you would be willing to confirm or deny and share with us?
Can I put it on the recorder?
Yeah, put it on record. Slide the record. Slide it in there. Go ahead. Look, she don't want to give it up. For y'all women that's tuned in, don't be afraid. Go ahead. Well, what's one of the girl codes? We're gonna go one for one, and then let's see if they similar or not, and if you agree or disagree. Can we do that?
Okay.
All right. So of course, one of the first one for men is bros over hoes. Is that still relevant?
You're gonna get me in trouble.
This is what we need. This is what we need. True guy code. You know what I'm saying? You get whooped when you get home. Is it bros over Joes? We want to know.
Depends on the situation.
Nah. He's out the club. His membership gonna get revoked.
I'm saying it depends on the situation.
I'll do it. I'll be ye. I'll answer the question. Yes, it's bros over Joes. You know what I'm saying? All times, all the time. You know what I mean? And any of the fellas that's not locked in, if it's not bros over Joes, we know why there's a lot of sneaky link situations going on over here, okay?
So, because I'm going to tell you, we mess up.
We do mess up.
We mess up. Don't be trying on speaker like, yo, son. Yo, son, man, so how was last night, man? What? Yo. Before you know, you answer the phone and you in the car like, so what's up? You still with Shorty? I saw you last night. Yo, Diane don't know, right? Diane right in the car with you. You gotta do the safety words, like, yo.
So do the women have that code as well?
Our code is a little one. If I call you and I ask you a question off rip, understand you on speaker, somebody around. I don't know. You need to know what's going on.
You gotta know
but if I
to
call you and be like, hey
speaker.
girl, it's cool. But once I call you and be like, yo, wasn't such and such and such and such, I need you to understand. So that's when I call.
No, this is their code. Hold on, I got Daryl with me. Where was that girl? What we was doing last night?
Yeah.
So does that fall under the category of
girl, you on speaker? Please let him.
Yes.
Bros over Joes. So women do have bros over Joes. Now, does that start like in middle school? Do we automatically? Is that one that has to be taught to us, or is that one
maybe high school?
High school?
Maybe high school.
Oh, you was a late bloomer.
That happened. No, I think it happened in high school.
Yo, I don't know about y'all.
What happened,
but
Al?
my bro code started in pre-K.
See, that's what I'm talking about, Al. That's what I'm talking about. I was like, you a late bloomer.
Yo, listen, man, I was ready.
You got to be on and ready, boy.
I was just fresh out of diapers, man.
All right, Al, since you're on the mic, what's one of your favorite guy codes? I know you might not still use them, but back in the day.
No, when I was immature.
Yeah, long time ago.
When I was immature, call my man. He'll tell you where it was at.
So that leads to our number 2. Never leave a brother hanging. So it's crazy Al brought that up because that was number 2 on the list. How y'all feel about that? Do women have that too?
Definitely.
Never leave your homegirl hanging?
Never.
All right, so how do y'all get that situated?
I mean, it's what I put them on the spotlight like this.
That's right.
You a book writer.
I mean, you just let them know.
Is it a look? Is it a double wink?
No, they pre-gaming. They pre-gaming.
Because
I'm gonna be with Dow tonight. So if Trayvon calls, because I'm at your house.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I had a friend of mine, right? And I never saw this dude. But the code was whenever his girl called me out, he was with me.
Yo. That's bad.
The reason why I'm asking is because they always say that, the women are more sophisticated in their rule process. You know what I mean? So I just want to see if it's true. We have some of the same things in common. We just act like we don't. So
we do. We have a code.
Adam Berry said bro code is important.
Adam Berry said bro code is important? Okay. Okay.
Female code is important too.
That's what we. Okay.
Code is way more covert.
Covert.
Yep, and a lot.
Yeah, it is. I totally agree. Yeah.
All right. So, Purdy said I guess it's one of the girl code, and you guys have been getting in trouble with this. Don't date your best friend's ex. Is that in the code?
That's the code.
How far high up is that?
That's high.
No, because like say you got your top 10, you got your top 5. Is that in the top 3?
That's part of the top 5.
Is that top 5? No, because see, and see, I brought that up because it's there, and Anthony Barry bro code is important.
One of the top
Adam
3.
Barry, tell him, Barry, thanks for tuning in. Tell us what's one of your most important bro codes that you don't want to be broken. Lady code is way more covert and on lock than men. I don't know. There's some guys that really stick to the bro code.
Nah, man. I'm saying I have a situation that.
Okay, you want to share?
One of my boys. I'm sorry to say, but I love him to death. I love both of them to death. One of them married my man's ex-girl.
And you see what Shahida said, right?
Took her name.
And we all read up here together, because I'm kind of dyslexic sometimes. So, if you see something, you go ahead and read it, okay?
I could call you and tell you what I'm doing, and when he call you and say what I say.
Shout out to Big Al. And I Access Radio, Marlon from Innovation Entertainment. Thank you, Marlon, for tuning in. We appreciate you. Please become a fan. Let us know what's your favorite bro code that you want men to stick to. You know what I'm saying? Don't give it up. We got to teach these young boys so they messing up the game. But I think that's what started messing up the game when it comes to the young boys is they started dating the exes. That used to be rule.
That's a female code too, though.
Yeah, but that used to be rule number 0 for us. It wasn't even 1. Really? It was 0. If that was your wifey, it was off limits, no matter what.
I didn't think that y'all had the respect like that. I didn't know. That's what really. I thought that was always something that we put into play. Like, no, we not doing that.
You got that one?
I didn't know that y'all had the respect.
Oh no, we definitely got that. A bro code
that is important. You don't deal with any of your boys' exes.
See, and I just wrote that. I said that was 0.
Right.
So, like in the 90s, somewhere in the 90s, I don't know where it went left, but it was late 90s, right? That's probably 99 babies. It was around there, 99. I came to a situation, I'm like, hold on. How you messing with her when you and him is best friends? What's going on? What do we start doing this?
I mean, well,
And then it became, we in love. We don't want to hear that. No, that is code number 0.
Big Al.
We don't do that. We don't do that. No, it's acceptable now.
Who's the singers like, I wish you wouldn't trust me that much?
What'd you say?
I wish you wouldn't trust me that much, that song. Didn't he marry, wait, hold on. Didn't somebody marry his brother or something when she died or something?
You know what? When I see it in the 5 hearts, when I see it in the 5 heartbeats, you don't love him, you love me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be kidding me. That was rule number 0.
Well, look, come on now.
What?
It goes to the code where
he was with her first, but that was on a low spot.
You heard that? You heard that, Wiz?
Say it again.
Don't leave your friend in the house with your man or your partner, period.
Yeah.
Don't leave your friend in the house with your partner. That's the code.
But
I've been left in the house. I know how to behave.
No, let me tell you, 5 Heartbeats is my movie.
That's my movie.
I'm saying it's my movie.
It's my movie.
Okay, it'd be both our movies.
Okay.
But you gotta remember, what's the name?
What?
What's the name? Didn't know. Duck didn't know they was dating at all. He didn't know he was with.
Well, it's not really.
His brother was with her.
Yeah, but Duck didn't know. But
that was a sneaky link. That was a sneaky link.
No, but the brother that
they could have came out. No, but it got engaged. He should have told him like, yo, I should date her.
Yeah, he's not gonna say that though, because he was a sucker. Remember, they used to do the shy dating game, so that was part of his faking to begin with. So if you already,
but they didn't do the shy dating on that.
I know that, but he probably did, but he didn't. Duck didn't know he did.
Actually, he did.
See.
He did?
Yeah, he did.
They did the shy brother on that. See? So
but Duck didn't know it.
Yeah, Duck didn't know it. See? Yeah, I told you. He was a slide dog, man. He
alley-ooped his own damn self.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what's so crazy? Back in the, I would say the mid-50s to like maybe mid-70s, the bro code got a little lost between our people because my grandmother and her sister got kids by the same man.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah,
so my aunts and my other aunt's child are brothers and sisters and cousins at the same time.
Wow.
So that's foul. And my mother used to always tell her girlfriends, do not come by my house with my husband home. And I will kick your...
I've been blessed and I've been under control to say that my bro code, my brothers are so strong that I've been left in situations and I honor the bro code. I ain't going no quarters I wasn't supposed to be in. and my eyes was fixed on the TV and nothing else. You know what I'm saying? No, but just being in those situations are very situations. You know what I'm saying? So I'm down for the cause. You know what I'm saying? Down for the cause, my brothers.
No,
Snitches?
they're not going to tell him anyway.
That's part of the code. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I'm just saying. I've been.
Men had the code. Men had the code at 0 because it's about respect. Definitely, I agree with you, Barry.
Yes.
Definitely.
I didn't think that y'all had that. Like I said, I didn't think y'all had that respect. I thought that was something that we initiated.
Oh,
like,
nah,
no,
we
not
had that,
gonna
yeah.
because you dealt with.
But that's curious that you say that because a lot of times women think totally opposite of how we ride, what our principles and values are. And when we tell them that, yo, no, we don't get down that way, they're really surprised.
And that's when you cross the lane of real man, boys. Y'all boys. Y'all bozos, boys, whatever you want to call them. I was going to say suckers, but I was
What's that? Boys to Men, ABC, BBD.
Out, here we go. So, number 3, I don't know if this is girl code for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I think this is.
Right.
Always tell if you smashed. So, pretty much, it's part of the bro code for the bro to come home and let the other brothers know, like, yo, I scored.
It's not necessarily a code.
So hold on, y'all gonna be on the phone with y'all friends like, hey girl, it was worth it. What happened?
If it's good, that's something we definitely want to talk about.
So only if it's
But
good.
But you
gotta watch out with that. Because you have one of those females, one of them friends like,
hold on. So you mean to tell me you saw your friend leave with that thing that you in your mind was a 10-2, right? You not waiting the next day to find out if.
Yeah, but it's not like you have to like. Go, we gotta call him.
We gotta, yeah.
Like,
so hold on. So y'all saw a thin line between love and hate, right? Go, you can read out loud. I'm sorry, read that. Go ahead.
Is there chick code? Because women would try to get with you as soon as they see you slipping.
Is it? So answer that. I mean, that's on y'all. That's on you. What you think?
No.
No? Why no?
I mean, because I just don't think so.
You don't think so? Well,
so here I have to interject, right?
Go ahead.
Because here's one of them situations where, you know, sisters ain't being honest with sisters. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You know, she ain't letting a girl know what's really good. You know? Because listen, so many times I would tell a chick, listen, I'm married. I don't see a ring on your finger. You know, you always here and there, blah, 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 blah. So what? It don't matter.
I mean, I feel like it depends on what that particular female want. If she want just what she want, then she don't care.
I ain't mad at you.
See, my whole thing.
You get what I'm saying? It is what it is. If we grown, that's how she looking at it. But it's levels to it. So if that's what she want and that's all what it is, it's really no code. I don't care.
So tell us about the levels.
So why is it that if it's done to her, she got a problem with it?
Because.
I like how.
Did you not see the Players Club?
I can see the wheels turning.
You saw that left hook, right?
How will we weave out of this one?
Yo, watch this. Did you not see the Players Club? Family too.
Go ahead. I didn't mean to go.
I mean, for the most part, us females, we more honest than y'all anyway.
She has to say
that's what it is. Females is more honest, and that's what we get mad at because y'all might be honest, but y'all wait until everything is already done.
Mr. Michael Salter said, the Salt Man said, the woman code will always be deception, period. So is that y'all code really just deception? Because y'all just said y'all tell the truth. Double standards at best by Reggie Humphrey said double standard at best. So come on, tell us, is it deception and double standards?
I can't believe y'all put me.
Yo, you got somebody you want to call? You got a lifeline out there?
Come on, I got 2 other ladies over here. She over there like.
You want to say something?
Yeah.
It's different when she's initiating because there's no feelings involved. She just want to get hurt. But when it happens to her, there's feelings involved, but that's not her.
So for y'all that didn't
excuses.
excuses.
Exactly what she said.
For y'all that didn't hear what she said there is no double standard. So Reggie, she feel like there's no double standard, and then she said if that's what she want, that's what she want. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. They saying there's no deception, so they telling us up front what they want and what they gonna get. I don't know.
Then we do a topic like that before. They said a woman would know if she wants a man by the 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes.
But I think men know if he wants the woman within under 30 seconds.
That's not true. That's not true.
I know if I want
and
you.
he attracted like this, I'm gonna just see how he moves, and then I'm gonna see how he talks, and if he says the right thing.
And then sometimes a lot.
Now we the only. Women deceive
now here's the girl
men.
codes coming on. Everybody shaking their head.
Right,
and females is more emotional too. Sometimes we can feel like we starting something off with like, okay, we just gonna do the friends with benefits thing, but then after we done did something 2-3 times, it's emotional.
Oh yeah.
So it's a little different. Y'all could do it with a female 20 times, and it is what it is.
No, it is not. That's
no,
not true.
no.
So
We
technically, WIZZ's shirt should say "More emotions, more problems."
technically.
More emotions, more problems. Yeah.
All right, so let's go to number 4.
But what I'm saying is, we can have 20 times, but let her we trying to hook up with her that night, and she out on the dinner.
Because they think that we're just smashing.
How you gonna do this to us?
Most men lie because we think that's what you want us to tell you.
Wow. Why
You know
would
what I'm
y'all
saying?
think that?
Because we're here to get.
Look, life
men,
is a movie.
Yes. We're here to try to get men to be more mature, to communicate earlier, to be accountable, to be accommodating. Hold on. Y'all don't like honest up in the front. No,
we don't.
Who
but we
likes?
that.
Come on,
give us that option to move forward.
If I know being honest 9 times out of 10 in the beginning is gonna mess up my chance of me sliding in the home plate, I'm lying.
But by you
I'm
not
lying.
being,
I'm lying. I'm just keeping it 100. I'm telling you what 90. I'm telling you what 99% of the men are.
I'm Bernie Mac.
We got a call.
Caller,
welcome to Behind Enemy Lines. You're live here with GATEKEEPER, WIZZ, and Fatima. Talk to us. What's up, Warbucks?
Thank you.
Everything's going good. We're trying to educate the people on, the bro code versus the girls code. Well, we on number 4 right now, you know what I'm saying, which is always tell if you score. And then we're going to go to number 5, which is the wingman rule. You always got to take one for the team. How y'all feel about that?
Hold on. WIZZ was the plant.
Wait.
We definitely
quiet up in here.
No, we do it. We would take one for the team. The only thing is when we do it, the guys hate us forever. You like, damn girl, your man gonna hate me forever now. They don't even want me out no more, nothing. But it's cool.
Yeah. Shout out to Tamara Lewis, boss lady from Intervisions. What's up, Tamara?
Shout out to Tamara Lewis.
What's up?
So, Warbucks, what's your number 1 most important guy code before you go? Your number 1.
What that mean?
I ain't hear that in years.
Well, how you doing?
I said it. Life is a movie. Warbucks. I said one of our boys did break the code though. We ain't saying the names.
No names.
No names.
We can't confirm or deny anything.
But he did. No.
time.
It's a no go. That's a no. That's a no go for me. That's a no go. If you call the wifey one time, it's off limits. That's it. I don't play that. I don't care. I'm taking that to the grave. So Warbucks, we appreciate you. Thanks for checking in, and make sure you get ready for Chucky's cut. Um, can you read that for me? Because I can't get the end. Smash
Smash
20
20
times.
times and no emotion. Emotions are definitely getting involved, like
That's
it or
Reggie.
not.
That's Reggie. That's Reggie.
And
right
that's a
there.
male. Same. Y'all feel like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, we got emotions. After we hit the first time, we
We
lied
called
to y'all.
Thomas.
We
guess.
lied to y'all, but we had
called
emotions.
Thomas. Yes, we are.
Why
We
you
can be
think?
called
Why
Thomas.
you think the R&B era was so fulfilled with money? Because we was singing in the shower. That was us.
All right, so question.
Baby,
So
won't
now,
you just
when y'all be
stay?
cheating, and when
We-
they
where
be
we
saying,
cheating?
"Oh, it was just that,"
It's a lie.
it wasn't. No, it was just that.
No, it was emotion. It was emotion.
Yeah.
It was emotion in that cheating. All right. We was saying sweet nothings in our heads.
Okay.
And when you left, we was home. Like,
All right.
can't wait till you come back. I'm giving it up, fellas.
Giving it up.
I'm
Okay.
giving it up.
I'm like, all
Giving
right.
it up.
Some dudes would be like, "Nah, I was reading the book. I was home."
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
So they can never say it was just that. It
But
was
that's
always
why
emotion.
you see. But see, that's why you see it's in the men's code for them to come home and tell, like, yeah, I did that, kid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was me. That was me. That was me.
So you see, that started in like early, like middle school. Like, yo, son, smell my
Smell
mouth.
finger. Oh, the steak finger.
I'm just being real.
So
we were smelling the hands.
now,
come on.
this one of the guy codes. We're gonna get ready to bring up TYKAJA's cut in a minute. I mean, TYKAJA's taking a minute. You know, we got it coming up. We're a little bit behind. We're gonna get you ready, TYKAJA. Come on up. Now, number 5 was kind of funny for me because I never really did it. So I don't know if this is part of the men's code or not, or the women's code. To save your friend from an ugly date. That's supposed to be in the code.
That's a code.
Save your friend in a
That's definitely a code for the girls.
I mean, you know,
yeah,
I never discriminated.
I'm calling Warbucks and saying, Hollywood, get me out of here.
Yo, for real, for real.
Go ahead, Al, for real.
For
For real.
That costs.
How much?
That costs. Like, yo, man, I saw these new Chuck Taylors, man. At the time, there was only $7.99. My man, if you want me to do this for you, you got to take care of me, for real.
Take care of me, for real.
Yep.
Yeah. So that was up there. Of course, we had take one for the team. God's code. You had this the respect for this. They call us respect the man's house, respect his parents, respect his girl, and respect his car. You know, the car thing was up and down for me because at one point, you know, I was riding the train. I ain't give a goddamn. You know what I'm saying? I was on the bus all day. But now I got a car. Respect my car. I lend you my car. Don't be getting splurged all over the seat. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Reggie said R&B gave us the way to show emotions without looking soft. That's what I'm saying. We had it in us. That's what behind the enemy I was trying to tell you.
But the most selfish line was called Thomas. She chose to stay at home to be a family. But what about me?
What about me? Thank you. Thank you. We had emotion.
We had emotion.
Tamara Lewis says that's definitely a code. Tamara, which one you talking about?
Save us from an ugly date, probably.
Oh, some of the and the number 8
Gotta
was
talking about that one.
now number 8 was funny for me because
no, but they're live to say, but like, oh, I gotta go home. My friend got a period. She got cramps. I gotta go see her.
Number 8 was mothers and sisters are off limits. Now sisters was definitely off limits. If you got a MILF, it might happen, baby.
I mean,
no, that was snaps.
family should be
off
off
limits.
limits.
Nah, growing up, nah.
Hey,
we
Wiz,
joke.
Hey, Wiz, if your
Family
mama a
should be
MILF,
off limits.
you seen the movie with Stifler's mom.
Yo, listen, man.
What?
If the mom's right, if she good, and her wig don't come off, then it's a problem.
It's a problem. That's what I'm talking about. So girls have a code, right? Y'all code
We
is
don't do family members.
you don't do family. So
We
if
don't
the
do
dad
family
if the dad is single,
We don't
regular
do family
members,
members.
never, no woman,
Not
never.
even doing cousins.
Come on, so how y'all women
My
be ending
boys
up with
used to
these
joke about the
coochie
moms,
daddies
though.
if y'all do that?
But we never dealt with none of the family members.
Huh? You
Well, in my history, I'm
It's gotta
seeing
be a deal.
different.
I see it different too.
I'm
think they
seeing
lying.
different.
I think they lying. Okay.
I got stats. I got numbers.
Nah.
Word.
Never did a cousin.
Listen, I might be a product. You know, my uncle and my father used to hang. You know, I might be a product.
If you're an in-law, you off limits.
Listen, and I'm gonna give y'all the last one because it was like a good 30, 40 codes. So I only took like 12 of the ones that I thought was universal. And this one, and after this, we're gonna play a video and bring it to TYKAJA for TYKAJA's takes. No matter for the guys, no matter how cool a female gets, we can't give them the code. Then we still stand by that. And for a girl, since y'all got these guys that hang out with y'all now, that's y'all bros.
Why you looking?
Bros.
I agree with that.
So y'all be giving them the female code or no?
No.
Why not?
No matter how cool, as a female, I don't care how cool you get with him, you know not to tell him certain stuff.
They pillow
Loyalty
talking.
is with us.
They pillow
The
talking.
loyalty is always.
I think they pillow talking.
So let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Let me ask a question.
Go ahead.
So, do y'all feel like Steve Harvey violated the total code when he put it in a book?
Wow. Yes. Look how the women say no, but the guys say yes. Yes. That's rule number one. Rule number one. No, but I gave y'all ones that are universal. That's universal, male and female. I didn't give up nothing. No. In his book, he gave you don't give him nothing for 90 days. That's not in the rule book. It's not in the rule book. So Steve Harvey gave ways to break a man. He gave y'all the keys to break a man.
The code and the keys.
Exactly.
What?
And a new combination.
We was being honest. Yes, we was.
You just said y'all
What
gotta
happened?
hide your emotions.
What happened? That's before I got mature. I got mature. But you can't rush me to be mature when I'm 15.
Steve Harvey did nothing wrong.
Yes, he did.
Nothing wrong.
See, my wife still be like, you ain't hold my door. What's going on here?
So Fatima,
He hold the door.
Fatima,
now, I would be the dude that really drive off.
You're an author.
Yes.
So what if you decide 5 years down the line that you're going to write a book based on the girl code?
Mm-hmm.
You want to do it?
And the quiet is quiet.
Another left
Quiet.
hook. Another left hook.
Timeout, referee.
I done stunned her twice tonight. Yeah, right?
But you know what? I won't.
Why not?
It's gonna be called Pillow Talk Like a Lady.
And now, to ask another question, where's the male version of the Steve Harvey book? Nobody has wrote it. I'm thinking about it, but I'm not a girl. I'm not a girl. I don't know what. I don't really. Reggie said no sex in my car. I'm feeling you, Reggie. Saving from ugly friend.
Yeah,
okay, I'm with you on that tomorrow. But I never saved my man from an ugly date. I was like, just turn off the light. You know what I mean? Every guy, a friend whose mom look amazing. That's what I'm saying, man. Stifler's mom. Women.
Who thought about taking it there though?
No, my
we
boy.
thought about taking it there.
My boy got kicked out once.
No, it's interesting. Reggie says that women definitely do family members.
I believe that, Reggie. I think they just hiding. I think they covering up.
Yeah, brother.
Ugly or not, he got money and status, and women, it's a smash. Let's go,
Marlon. You crazy?
I'm with you, Marlon. Don't be afraid, people. There's a lot of people out there holding back. I know a few women who did their friend's family. That's what I'm talking about. What?
How many times somebody's cousin came down for the summer and was smashing?
Word.
Mm-hmm. That's your cousin?
If life is a movie, then the bro code has always been slice, silence of the lamb. That's right. Put the lotion in the bucket.
Give them just enough.
Okay, boss lady. So why don't you write the book?
You know what I'm saying?
Just enough.
Pillow talk at dark.
I need that.
We need that.
Pillow talk at night. You know
so,
pillow talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned. TYKAJA's Takes is coming right now. We're gonna shoot y'all a video. The TYKAJA's coming on right now. Al, we ready for the video? Life is a movie. Bro code versus girl code. I think the girl code is more devious than us. They won't tell us the truth.
Yeah.
They won't tell us the truth. She's holding back. Look, she's holding back.
I don't know.
Come on.
Y'all not.
Yeah. Gatekeeper. Better Green. CV. I'm just working. Yo. I listen to myself before designing my lines. The pain is to the point, how to put in some time. Try to chef and work the kitchen, live the life on the grind. Feel the cold of the city, every barrel in mine. They talking brick on brick, they trying to lay it in time. I had my dreams cut before, I'm a man, I survived. They say I'm way too old, but they love that 40. Man, these niggas out of order, I'm just fixing them up. Too many tales from the hood, stop playing you tough. Cause I'm pulling niggas cards, I'm running the river. Never step to the mic if I can't deliver. Don't be mad at the king, cause my vision is bigger. Only play the tough road when your hitters is with you. I'm a problem by myself, don't depend on my niggas. Ain't no question where they standing, where the smoke is clear. This is money in the bank, it's the fact you scared. Unlimited, fully loaded. Gatekeeper, better green. I'm just working. I'm just working. I'm just working. Let's go. Yo, bringing it back. My focus, I maneuver the trap. Double cups or a Dutch. We all got a crush. I was trained for the ring without throwing a punch. Riding rails is my life. I live in the Bronx. I watch the lines come together from the front of the car. Play the last, try to tag while commuters would watch. I'm a legend to myself, a teacher the most, a student to success. That's how I'm reaching my goals. It's taken from the arm, it's the nose to the pole. Shells darting out, chasing Mario home. Now these niggas double taking like they seeing the clone. Anthony Towns counting numbers, new wolf in the post. Always happy with my product, emphasizing the facts. Got the DJ spinning ghosts, I put my soul on the track. Make myself right at home, anywhere on the map. Going in for the kill, born is back. Numbers. I'm just working. I'm just working. I'm just working. It's very green. It's crazy. It's on us. It's kinda hard, everybody raps. Gatekeeper. Better Green Entertainment.com. BETTTERGREEN. Entertainmentoverworld.com.
Thank you. Welcome back to Behind Enemy Lines. If you just saw that video, that is just my video, The Gatekeeper. You can find that everywhere live. Single that's out right now, the great one. I thank y'all for all y'all support. So back to our Access Radio Behind Enemy Lines. We have a fourth person up here now. Yes, you can count. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's four of us now.
That's the magic number.
This is a segment we call TYKAJA's Take. This is my youngest daughter of 3. And man, when I tell you she's always been a powerful punk kid, power punching kid ever since she was born. So when you talk about in the book, Life is a Movie, being in that situation of being in the hospital, I remember when she first came out, she came out with her middle finger up. I'm not even lying. We have a baby picture where she's got a bobo in her mouth and her middle finger up. And ever since then, she knew that she was going to have something to say, and when she has to say it, she's going to say it. So we're glad we have the opportunity to give her the mic. She's been awesome the last couple shows that she's been on. And this is her segment where she gets to kind of talk about whatever she wants to talk about. You were listening a little bit about the book, TYKAJA. What you thought about what you heard about the book?
Thank you. It sounds very dramatic. Like, it has a lot of drama in it.
Mm-hmm. So are you going through a lot of drama? Because, Tima said that at certain ages, we don't notice some of the things that you guys are going through. Is there anything that stuck out that you could kind of relate to? Because you're going to read this book. You saw me reading it. It was like, you read too much, Dad. That's what she told me. I read too much. You know what I mean? She wanted to watch TV while I was reading. I was like, no, I got to read. She's like, no, you read too much. So what did you think was dramatic from what you heard so far?
Like, he was talking about, I don't remember the name, Tyrell, what he did at the end. I don't know. That sounds very interesting.
Okay. He did some things. So on TYKAJA's Takes, we talk about different things. So you're supposed to tell us something that you learned since the last time we see you, something that you think other people might need to learn, and what is your topic you want to talk about? So give us those in that order.
What I learned is that.
Oh, she's in the girl code already. Look at her. So let's see, she picked up the girl code that quick. Dot Vieira said, hello, little lady. Hey, little lady. So what you learned? What you learned?
She said 5.
When you do something, like if somebody asks you to do something, it's better to do it like when they say it, because then later on you might have something else to do, so you can't do it.
Don't procrastinate.
Don't procrastinate. Okay,
That's
that's really good. That's really good. And what is something that you think people need to learn, especially coming from a youngest kid, view? Sometimes us older people, we sometimes miss you guys. So what do you think? Something that maybe I may need to learn, or an adult that we might have missed. Not saying we agree, but
Every time when I say I didn't do something, I'm actually not lying.
Oh, that's a lie. That's a lie. There's only 3 of us in the house. Who we gonna blame? The cat and the dog?
Try.
Look, I was the youngest. Look. My
You didn't
parents
do
like
it?
this.
If I ain't do it, I ain't do it.
I ain't drink your mom. I ain't drink your Pepsi.
There's only 2 of us in here, so the Pepsi just, how parents, they be real sarcastic, so it just jumped out and it jumped down your throat, huh? You didn't do it. It just jumped out.
Maybe my pops came home real quick, took a swig, and went back out.
What do you think about seeing a female author that wrote a book live in studio? What do you think about that? You have any questions for her? No? Okay, so what do you think about it?
It's not surprising. I read a book that a lady made a lot. There's a lot of books that women have made.
So you enjoy books that women make?
Yeah, how do you feel? Okay.
She's trying to be quiet today. I mean, she's scheming on something, y'all. That's what that means. Oh no, she gonna wait. She gonna wait until we in the car. And she gonna bring up all this stuff. So we gonna get to it.
She makes time. She makes time. She does what she needs to do when it's supposed to be done.
Okay. That's what I'm
Whoa.
Okay. So what's your topic you want to talk about, TYKAJA?
School bullies.
Okay. What about school bullies?
If you're a bully, bullies make no sense, because some people say they're a bully because you have something they have, and then some people say they're a bully because they don't like you. And there's like something had happened before, and this girl, she was like, "Oh, I don't like this person because they're ugly. Why are you mad that they're ugly?" That makes no sense. They should be mad that they're ugly, not you. Why are you mad because they're ugly?
All right, team, I'm gonna let you take it first. Ladies first. Got some advice or something we can help TYKAJA out with that? Well, you go first.
I'm gonna start with it's a thing called hate. Haters. You understand? So that female could just be mad that girl is just hating. She probably really think that she's pretty. It's sad to say, but at the age, how y'all feeling is usually the opposite. So if she's saying she ugly, she probably really thinks she's beautiful. Drop down gorgeous.
Go ahead, Wiz, you take it.
I'm just saying she might hate because she's getting attention from other people and she's not.
What else about bullying, TYKAJA?
I said that's a lie. Leave her alone.
TYKAJA, what else? What else about bullying you want us to address?
Have you guys ever bullied, or were you guys the bully?
Team, you first.
How old you said you are?
Talika said she's lying. What she's lying about, Talika? But y'all answer the question first.
No, why you can't answer the question first?
Oh, because
why you bullying me?
It sounds like a dope book. I would like to read it. Yeah, you definitely. It's available. You want me to answer the question first? Let's even go first.
Why you trying to bully me, man?
Oh, there you go, lying. See, that's why I want to get on that, because sometimes bullying ain't bullying. It's just you try to make it bullying. I ain't bully you.
No, I was never the bully. I also wasn't ever bullied as well. But growing up, I was like,
Dajanique said yes. Yes to what, Dajanique? That's my other daughter.
She is the bully.
Yeah, Dajanique is the bully. I can believe that. Go ahead, team.
Growing up, I was part of like the cool kids.
The
so
cool
I
girls.
had friends that was in my group that would probably be considered bullies. But I never I was never really bullying. I
Talika
didn't really
said,
stop it, which I should have. I'm gonna be honest, but now that I'm older, I definitely would.
Talika said yes to both. Bullying is for the streets.
So
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
So, Miss Fatima,
yes.
One more time. So you said you hung out with a crew of people who bullied others, but you didn't.
No, I'm not gonna say bully others. I'm saying I was part of the cool kids. So you have the cool kids, and then you have this. Some of the cool kids. I never got bullied because I was always labeled as a cool kid.
I get that part.
She cleared that
up. But the cool kids.
Dajanique said yes. I have bullied people.
Was bullied.
Okay, so being that you were in association with them, did that make you a bully? Do you think?
No.
From an adult's perspective today.
No, but
that's the girl code. They won't admit to it. They won't admit to it.
I
won't admit to it.
I said I wasn't a bully. I said, but I also didn't stop them. Me being older now, that's where I realized I went wrong at.
Okay, so
again,
I
was bullied when I was in junior high school.
It made me the way I am today.
So
look, but Al trying to get me, ladies.
Huh? I agree.
That they sometimes just think, oh, they're being mean to me when it's just, you just can't take it.
No, but I agree with you on that part. That sometimes bullying isn't bullying, and to answer your question, Wiz, yes, I was the bullier. And I was born a Taurus, May 12th. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a Gemini. May 25th.
Yeah,
Almost.
That is good. You should be a Gemini.
Geminis are bullies.
I'm not a bully.
I'm not a bully.
No, y'all definitely got a bully side. Y'all got a bully side. But I have learned the difference between the two. So Dajanique says she learned the difference between the two. See, I agree with the comment that was made in the back, and when TYKAJA was telling me about a situation, that she observed in a different environment, just because somebody says something, that's their opinion. You don't have to subjectively take on nobody's opinion. And I try to tell the kids that. Now, me, bullying was more of a physical thing. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, if you put your hands on me, now I got to put some feet on you. You understand what I'm saying? So now, I wasn't really a bully, I would say, because now when I was coming up younger, I would get picked on, and not picked on because of not being in a cool crowd, because I was in a cool crowd, but the way our family grew up, we didn't have things. There was a lot of us. You understand what I'm saying? So people would say things. We wasn't getting the first pair of Jordans. We damn sure didn't have a car. It was 11 kids. This is going from the 80s into the 90s. 11 kids into the 90s. It wasn't no TV watching. It was a lot going on. So when we didn't have some of the name brand clothes, you know what I'm saying? Like when people said stuff, either you learn how to snap or you need to know how to fight. That was it. You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't purposely go out my way to pick on nobody. But that's why I didn't consider myself a bully. But if I felt like somebody was disrespecting me to a certain level, I'm gonna walk away the first time. The second and third time, I don't care if you're 24 deep. We're going to have a problem. We're going to leave with a scuffle. You understand what I'm saying? So, and then I always linked the people, and that's why I always had a lot of friends. I didn't notice that. I became like a vigilante for my friends. Like, no, dead serious. Like, they would come to me and be like, yo, he's bothering me, and then I'll tighten them up. That's when I would look like a bully, because now people would come get me to handle their situations. You know what I mean? So I never took it any further than that. Like, when somebody is going out of their way to physically put hands on you, that's what I consider bullying. All that, them talking and all that, you don't gotta listen to that. You don't have to stand there and take somebody yelling on you or talking down to you. Kids walk away for less now. So I'm surprised that all this verbal bullying or internet bullying is a thing. You understand what I'm saying? So, I do understand it happens though.
So Gay, I got a question.
Shoot.
So I just put this Giants logo up above WIZZ head on the screen.
I love it.
Would that be considered bullying?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Immediately, they would turn you in for a bullying, Al. And I love that. I love how you did that. I love that. I know how to fight, but for some reason, I was scared to fight. Now, you know what? I was never scared to fight, and really, because we had a rule. You know what I'm saying? The unwritten rule of your parents. You fight, or when you get home, you're going to fight your parent.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It wasn't always about winning and losing. It's just that because sometimes we're not going to be able to be there to defend you. You understand what I'm saying? We're not going to be able to get you out of that trouble. We're not saying we want you to be out there scrapping. And I tell my kids that all the time. Ain't nobody chasing you home. We doing the chasing. Ain't nobody chasing you home. Now, I'm not telling you go out there and start nothing. You try to dissolve it. You make people aware of it. If I'm missing a coach, I gotta read them because I get, we try to make people aware of it.
So I definitely knew how to fight. My cousin taught me to fight like a dude.
Mm-hmm. And that was another big thing. Bullies are insecure about themselves. Exactly. Yeah. And that's why I said, it wasn't the bully. And then the bully that she was describing was a bully because you wasn't putting in effort. You understand? To be what you want to be. And I told her, never let someone take your shine when you're working for what you have. You understand what I'm saying? So we do this show behind the enemy lines. We have to put in a lot of work to come up here. I'm not going to let somebody come and tell me you're overachieving because you got 95 fans. We work for those 95 fans. We work to be here. She worked hard to write this book. So for anybody to come to her and be like, oh, you think you all that because you wrote a book. Like you said, that's a you problem. It's not a me problem. And I think, my advice to you, because I like your take on this, that bullying is a problem, but do you feel like sometimes you guys make it bigger than what it really is? Oh, you didn't see that coming, huh?
Bullying. Okay, so some people make bullying seem like So how do I say this?
Just say
it. Only
it.
become a bigger problem with your emotions.
I confess I was a bully, but that's how you survive in Red Hook. Saltman, Extremities ENT on the check-in. Love you, family. Shout out that Jose. That's probably Jose Rivera or Dave Vaughn. That's Jose. Salute to my favorite show. What's up, Jose? Now, Extremities, y'all do it too on Wednesdays. You know how we doing the IX. Yeah, I wish I could do that, but I can't. He does this loud scream.
Extremity? I can't.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't even play myself. I can't even play myself.
I might blow up the stuff over here.
So,
but you know what? But let me tell you my story.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was he didn't have, so that's why he was bullying me.
Mm-hmm.
And one time he used to always mess with me, try to pull my shirt and all that. And one day I just like, yo,
I'm not having it.
I get my black eye, and my mom's had to come to school. They said spending me 2 days, but she understood. She wasn't mad at me. She said, I understand you had to defend yourself.
Mm-hmm.
My whole thing, because I took it for a long while. He used to try to throw stuff at me. One time he messed my shirt up.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to fight him then.
Mm-hmm.
But one day he was just like try to grab my shirt, and I just turned around and just hit him.
Shout out to Jamal Cutler. And you know the funny thing, well, answer the question, Kaja. Do you think sometimes y'all make it more than what it is?
Some people do, yes.
Why? And why? Why do you feel some people do?
Because say she's getting bullied, and normally she never gets bullied, and that's a big deal because why is this happening to me? This never happens to me, and it becomes a big deal for her.
Well, every once in a while, even the popular kid becomes in a situation where they might be now getting bullied, you know what I mean? Or people are not agreeing with them. Dajanique saying, and I'm going to say, you're mad because you can't write a book. Who's mad because they can't write a book? Oh, well, I was saying but you be surprised, because now what I see what bullying is people saying things all at the same time on different social media platforms. And these social media platforms, you really don't have to deal with them. It's not someone physically touching you. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Is it bullying, or you just have to be the nosy person involved and you're trying to find a way to get everybody to choose your side in the debate? You know what I mean? So either you got to become a great debater, or you got to know when to say, you know what, it's not worth it. So now on TikTok, people bother you. On Instagram, they bother you.
But I don't feel like it's about debating. I feel like it's about your emotions. Yeah. That's when it becomes if it's bullying.
Because a lot of people
even if she say a lot on social media, if it hurt my feelings, that's when it becomes she's bullying me because she's hurting my feelings. Now, if I don't care about it, that's when I could separate the two. Like it's BS. But
now we are. That's not true. That's not true what you said. Being nosy doesn't get you bullied.
Oh, yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Okay.
You gotta love these kids.
nosy.
Hold on. Bullies
And
get bullied
I don't get
at
bullied.
home, so because they can't beat the person in their home, they take it out on the weed. That's true too. Good, but finish what you're saying.
But
Facebook
that's
user.
not true.
The reason a person bullies another is suppressing their own anger from an environment. That's true. That happens sometimes. Like some people that become bosses, they have no control in their home. That's also as well. It manifests itself through their everyday lifestyle. That's true. Okay, go ahead, Kaja.
Misery Love Company.
And we're gonna get ready to get the Chucky's cut in 1 minute, but we want you to Kaja to finish what she was saying.
But being nosy doesn't get you bullied.
Yes, it does.
No, it
Yes,
doesn't.
it does.
I'm probably the nosiest person in my class.
Well, that's why you're having the bully issue.
So,
probably.
TYKAJA, can you help me with something? So Thursday night we was on the Wild Thoughts show, right? And we're sitting there having a conversation, and one of the hosts of the show brings out this Cowboys towel and started taunting me with it, and I was very afraid. Would you say he was bullying me?
No.
Oh,
no, why?
Oh, it hurt his emotions.
He was afraid.
It hurt his emotions.
I just said I was afraid.
Just because she pulls out a towel, really?
Actually, it was a he. And he knows.
But that's
It's
why-
like you're allergic to a Cowboys towel, and he takes it out, and then your allergic reactions start happening.
It's all happening.
Something could have happened to
no,
me.
That's different. That's not even bullying. That's trying to harm someone.
Right, so that's worse, right?
But let me give you a scenario. What if you're talking and then you see a New York Giant logo on top of your head?
Like right
while
there?
you're talking?
Like right there? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. But, I'm glad Tima touched on it because I think that's the biggest problem is we're getting to a point where we want people to be more emotionally open to conversation, right? But I feel like we've run into a gray area to everything is getting an emotional response. Mm-hmm. Like back in the days when we were snapping, cracking jokes, however you want to put it, we developed tough skin for certain things because we knew that A, some of it was true, and B, they're gonna say what they're gonna say, right? It really had to damn near go to like your mama before you really put hands and feet on somebody. Mm-hmm. But now a person could literally just say something like, "Oh, you too grown to be wearing Looney Tunes," and then the next thing you know, that your feelings are hurt and you feel that you're getting bullied. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we got to get back to where we put some more structure into what really bullying is because you're never gonna, even though they feel like they shut up Kanye, they ain't shut him up. He still got his message out.
Or just put more structure into controlling your emotions.
Your emotions. That's what I want to say.
Go. Or just like I said, just always have the same in your head. Misery Love Company. She got to be miserable.
Mm-hmm. Don't let your emotions oversee your intelligence. That's
Intellect.
Good. I mean, intellect. It's a little blurred because the lights. Okay. You don't have to get bullied to be a bully. That's true. You know what I'm saying? And when we was coming up, there was different books that helped deal with this that were I feel was even better than some of the stuff people say. The number one book that stopped me from getting bullied and becoming a bully was a book called Willie the Wimp. I must have read this when I was in kindergarten or first grade. It's about this monkey, right? No, I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm that serious. So he's a monkey, right? And he likes the monkey girl, you know what I'm saying? But the monkey girl is getting picked on by this group of other monkeys, you know what I'm saying? And then he wasn't in shape or nothing, so they will always pick on him. What did he start to do? He started working out, doing push-ups, and then he came and was the hero to the girl. You understand what I'm saying? So a simple book like that from kindergarten stuck with me, and it gave me morals. You know what I mean? So Traylon said, great show. We appreciate you, Traylon. You know what y'all do. So we need to get back to some of those core stories that'll let y'all know that it's okay that everybody's not going to like you. Everybody's not going to agree with you because I believe that's the big thing in bullying now. When I go on my TikTok, when she do TikTok, she's like, you got to get on my TikTok, Dad. You can't dance and you can't do this. You're going to bring down my likes.
She was bullying you.
Yeah, she was bullying me, right?
Uh-huh.
She was bullying me, right?
Because
Bring back the backup QB.
That's Jose from Extremities. Bring back the backup QB.
My video messing me up, then that means that I have to go back.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You was supposed to post that and be proud of that your dad is trying to connect with you, but you didn't see that, right? You just had to get more likes and cut me out. With that being said, we're moving on to Chucky's cut, and we're gonna get this done. So let's get with Chucky's cut. What's that? Snapping got people punched in the mouth a lot. Yeah, it did. Depending if you cut too deep and you knew your friends and your people that was really around you, they knew what line not to cross. You understand what I'm saying? And with the social media, because people are not in people's faces no more, they don't know that there's a line that you're not supposed to cross. With social media, they cross lines all the time.
Because they can't be seen.
Yeah, and now you got the cancer culture. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that. Being a bullet choice.
Like everything else in life.
You know, yeah, for some and some don't. A movie Rambo made me go crazy. Yeah, Rambo was the joint too. And that's why they stopped showing movies like that. Do you add value or take value away? We agree with that too, Warbucks. My boys love when I'm in their TikTok videos. I know, I see how y'all be going hard. Will Smith got bullied, and you seen the consequences.
He got bit the Bel Air.
Salt man, where you get this from, Salt man? But TYKAJA, we appreciate your take, and we want you to continue to come back and have good takes like that. And we hope we gave you back some information that you can use when you're in these different environments to help other people out that might need your assistance. But the number one thing to do when it comes to bullying, when you feel like you've been bullied, in my opinion, and y'all chime in if y'all feel different.
Run.
Don't try. No, never run. No. That's a cowboy answer. Yeah. Don't run. Don't run. Stand your ground. Yeah, stand your ground. But number one, don't try to just handle it by yourself. Let people know what's going on and get a support group. If your friends are really your friends, they will all take a beat up with you before they watch you get beat up by yourself. No. So trust me, if there's a bully there and we can't be in 1-to-1, we jump them.
Wait, no.
Word up.
If somebody's bullying me and they're like twice my size, I'm gonna plot on them because if you're sitting down, if you know I'm taller than you and you sitting down, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna act like I'm doing something over there and I'm gonna rag you because that makes no sense. Why are you bullying me?
Yeah, but
I'm gonna drag you.
That's not a sneak them. You know what I'm saying? I see your thoughts. Four, exactly. You know what I mean? So we're going to get in tune for this Chucky's Cut. Everybody, that is crowd.live. Please pull it up on your phone, your iPad, whatever the case may be. Y'all pull it up too because we all get a vote. You get a vote too in the back as well. And we're going to play this song with who's the song coming from, and y'all vote to keep or kill it.
Miss CEO, and the song is called Understand.
Understand by Miss CEO. Let's go.
Okay, make sure you go to your crowd.live right now. Right now, you only got 10 seconds. Let's go. Here we go.
Gotta make her understand. Sure she got a man. Grab her by her hand. Put it in your plans. Show off to the fans. Now you done show her a face no other man can. Gotta make her understand. Sure she got a man. Grab her by her hand. Put it in your plans. Show off to the fans. Now you done show her a face no other man can. Now she know it's not a game and you're not a toy. Time to have fun and enjoy. Explore your girl, give her the world. She's not just a diamond, but God's pearl. Listen to her heart, and you know where to start. Take her on a plane, go somewhere far. Now you're making her feel like a shooting star, a shooting star. Show her your love is real and not slippery like a banana peel. Now she know it's real and it might be the new deal. Just sit back and chill. Focus on life, get in your head so y'all can succeed. Make it last, plan for the future. Stop recapping the past. Take your time and don't move fast. Gotta make her understand. Sure she got a man. Grab her by her hand. Put it in your plans. Show off to the fans. Now you done show her a face no other man can. Gotta make her understand. Sure she got a man. Grab her by her hand. Put it in your plans. Show off to the fans. Now you done show her
a face no other man can. It's looking like a team destined to win. So caress her mind, soul and skin. Protect her feelings and body like the world finna end. Stop right now if you got pretend. Don't bring up her friends when you know you got plenty. Speaking in chit chat and everything'll be great. If y'all just relate on what's really happening, keep God first, cause he know y'all worth me and stay in tune. Please stop acting alone and soon like y'all innocent. Inboxing and texting your little friends with loose ends. Say the drama for your little mamas. When you have a woman, just do nice things, like take a trip to the Bahamas. Keep it 1,000 and she'll show you her natural island. Gotta make her understand, so she got a man. Grab her by her hand, put it in your plans, show her off to the fans. Now you done show her a face no other man can.
Wow. Okay. So who is that again, Wiz?
Miss CEO.
Miss CEO. People, please tune in and make sure y'all go on the crowd.live right now and put in the code 9VUAT, all capital letters, and vote to keep or kill. Once again, we do Chucky's Cut to expose artists to the people so they can continue to grow their brand and work on their art as well. For those that do make the cut, and this is why this is so important, we have a mixtape that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it called, Wiz?
It's called
Strangers That Became Family. And for everybody that gets voted on, they're most likely going to get a slot on that track or album when it comes out. So we're going to start from left to right. Wiz, what you think about?
It's good. It's just the I guess the mix need to be better.
Kaija?
I couldn't really hear what she was saying, and I didn't understand, but it sounded the beat was really good.
Okay, Tima?
I agree with Kaiser with the beat. I feel like the beat was dope. I feel like the lyrics could have been a little bit more clear though, but the beat was definitely dope.
Okay. Yeah, I believe the song has potential as well, but definitely artists, if you take your craft serious, you got to get your mix and mastering done and make sure it's up to par. The voting offices are still open. Al, you got something?
Absolutely. So here's where we can really do an artist a disservice if we're not honest about what we're really hearing, right? So again, there's a proper way of writing songs, on producing songs, writing songs, arranging songs. The artists themselves must have a certain quality in their voice and must be able to hold certain notes and know when to change tone and use right how would I say verbiage in writing those lyrics. Okay, so again, what I heard was a cadence that was continuous, so it became boring.
Okay.
There was no real vocal styling. That person does need to, they have potential, but they need to go get vocal lessons before they start recording records. Because I'm gonna tell them why, and here's a real serious thing. When you want to be an artist and you jump out the fire out in the water too early, somebody's gonna catch you and bring you back in. But the thing is, you're not gonna get no second looks. So you can't go to no record labels, you can't go to no A&Rs, you can't do no showcases where people are gonna take you serious. So really, you need to stop having those yes people around you and have honest people around you who's gonna give you what you need so that you can grow your artistry and be who you truly want to be in that field.
I agree. So artists, make sure you take, the feedback, and this is coming from guys that have been in the industry for over 15, 20 years. I can say Al is, 15, 20 years deep.
35.
So 35. I was just trying to I wasn't trying to give them all. That's 35 years. Yeah, word. That's 35 years of experience talking right there. So, put your ear to what they saying and, get back to work, because it is really true, whether you like it or not. That first impression does mean and make a lot.
Yeah, shout out to Miss CEO she's from Alabama.
Okay, Alabama in the building. Yes. I can dig it. So we hope y'all enjoyed the show. Wiz, we're going to give a rundown of the shows that's coming up on our Access Radio starting Monday. Once again, we want to thank y'all for tuning in to TYKAJA's Take. She'll be back Not this month. Should be back the first Saturday of the month next month with another amazing take, and we're gonna see how things go. Once again, Tima is in the building. For Tima, okay, you know what I'm saying? Is in the building. Please go get this book right now. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't already, if you get this book and you call in next show, when's our next show is?
It's gonna be on the 3rd. Right?
No, today's the 5th. So
no, damn, I'm jumping.
Yeah,
right?
you already in December, right?
Yeah, I'm already the 25th.
The 25th. If you call back on the 25th and you tell me you wasted your money, I will personally not refund you. Nah, because you're lying. You didn't read the book. You know what I mean? So once again, congratulations on your first book. You know what I'm saying? We definitely waiting to see what you got going on next. So don't be holding out. You're a friend to the show. So whenever you got something coming on or something happening, just checking in on us. Let us know what's going on. We definitely gonna be keeping tabs on you too. Congratulations on everything you're doing. Single mom, job, writing the book, beauty. You checking all the marks. We definitely appreciate that behind enemy lines of Our Access Radio. Kaija, you got any shout outs you want to give before we go? No? Got any ideas of what you might be thinking about for next TYKAJA's Take? No? Uh-huh. No, thank you. No,
to your friends.
Thank you. No.
So, TYKAJA, what do you say to those bullies who want to approach you or one of your friends?
No names.
If like someone would like try to bully me or my friends, I would ask them, why do you want to bully me? Like, because there's no point in bullying me.
Okay.
And actually, I want to say thank you to my math teacher. That's all.
All right.
All right, Wiz. Let's get the rundowns of the shows, Wiz.
Okay.
Starting Monday.
No.
You going Monday? Where you going from?
I'm going to start from Monday.
Okay, Monday.
Okay. Shout out to the Phoenix Soul Podcast.
Phoenix Soul.
With Miss Yaz Hurston.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then Wednesday.
We
got Extremity.
Yeah.
Entertainment.
ENT. Jose Rivera. Davon Franklin.
Like somebody hit me. It was like, yo, is that Davon Franklin? I was like, no. Okay. And then we got Hood to Hood. Shout out to Joey Gold, Nicole Monet, and DJ
Trace.
Check out what Nicole Monet had to say on IX's radio. It was something very motivational what she said yesterday about let's showing love. Okay.
Oh yeah, making it normalized to say I love you.
Normalized.
Yeah,
yes.
That's what's up.
Wild Thoughts. I'm saying
affair with
crazy.
A certified sexologist.
You know what I'm saying this affair with a sexologist, certified sexologist. Okay. And then we got. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, my bad. I was about to jump. Okay, we got the Music Buff Radio live with Chief Vaughn, DJ Ken Benzie, and Lola Bay. All right.
King's Forum.
Oh, King's Forum, yeah.
Right before that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, King's Forum. Okay. King's Forum with Tima and
Doogie.
Every other Thursday at 6:30. All right. And then we got my sis, my bro, the Dr. Vera Experience.
Shot.
And Traylon. Check them out this Friday. They got, my boy, Kane Cream coming through. All right. And then we got every other Saturday. The first Saturday of each month, the Tug of War with King of Paddles and Monty the God.
Yes, sir.
You got to check it out. All these shows is up on live. Y'all can also check it out because this show that they had on today was amazing. It was funny. So going back into our bio and you can check it out or ixsradio.com. All right, and then we got the New World Order. New World Old Views with A. Podman, Davo Wali, and King Virginie. Big Virginie, right? Big Verge. Okay. And then we got Mr. I Access.
Big Rich the Ruler.
With Big Al and DJ RM. All right? The Rich the Ruler Show. Every other Saturday. And then we got my other sis. My little sis. Love and Lust with Red Spice and me. every other Saturday.
Love and Lust.
All right, and then that's it. That's it.
So once again,
I'm saying we forgot. I forgot we got. I forgot.
Get behind the line. That's what I'm saying. I think he's purposely doing that, just to try to weasel you out. Don't worry, we got that face paint coming for him, so don't go too far.
All right, I'm sorry, my bad. Behind enemy lines, I'm saying. All right?
Every first and third Saturday of the month,
right.
5 to 7 p.m.
I don't know. I'm WIZZ, and that's Mr. Paint Face right there.
I hear you. Turkey legs, you already know what it is. So once again, we want to thank y'all all for tuning in. Make sure y'all going back, catching all the episodes of all the shows that are on iAccess Radio, and this will be posted live right after the show is over. It'll be able to go up there and look at it, share it, tell the people about it, and we'll see you next time. Once again, thank you for all of y'all bringing in and giving us some of your time and sharing. We know that's the most important thing. And like WIZZ will say, come and get on behind the line. Get behind the lines behind enemy lines. We are here. Gatekeeper, WIZZ, Al. We see y'all soon.
Stress, my gaze, my heart, the strange pains that I guess, my hair craziness, lipstick scribbled on my legs, eyes bloodshot, not in pain, feeling my emptiness, SOS, hello, one last swing, turn it up, bottom of the bottle. Sanity leaving me, collapsing on the front porch, sailing down by the river. Candy clouds round my head, birds chirping. I want that gumbo red, earth to me. Follow that one night now, no. My head throbbing, my brain in checks, my vision hazy, body aching, my hands against my chest, they pushing me down. I'm pleading. Sanity leaving me, collapsing on the front porch, sailing down by the river. Help me, thought I was dead and gone, but universe, Ricky, God kept me here to run fast. I see the white light and trumpets blazing, but I wasn't meant to flatline, I rise again. 'Cause I got gifts and purpose. Bring me back to life, breathe me back to life. Every time I think about it, I cry. One last week.